Right now, former President Trump is taking the stage and speaking at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's conference in D.C. NewsNation's Evyn Moon is tracking the significant developments tonight. Evyn, first of all, did the former president address the events out of Russia over the last 24 hours?
He did not specifically mention the events in Russia today. He did kind of say that if he were still in office, Putin might never have invaded Ukraine, but didn't really go into any of the news from today on that confliction of power in Russia. But one of the things that Donald Trump did speak about in his first 30 minutes of remarks, obviously he's still speaking, but in the first 30 minutes, a huge part was on the 2024 race. Obviously, polling has him ahead, and he spoke a bit about his lead that actually ticked up a few points in the past couple of weeks since his second indictment. His indictment was also something he spoke about in detail, calling it a witch hunt, saying, quote, "Every other president keeps papers and they only go after me." Of course, he's referencing the boxes of highly classified documents that were found at Mar-a-Lago. He also went through some of his accomplishments while in office, mentioning tax cuts, saying he defeated ISIS, and even saying, like I mentioned earlier, that Russia would not have gone into Ukraine had he still been president, which, of course, is following that big news today. Here's that bit from him tonight.
And you would have never had Russia go into Ukraine, and you would have never had China. You would have never had China talking like they're talking right now about Taiwan. And you'd never have any words coming out of North Korea.
Now, the former president is capping off the last 2 days of speakers, which included Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Senator Tim Scott, Nikki Haley, and other big GOP names, including former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who also spoke yesterday. And he was one of the only ones that openly targeted Trump, saying Trump is unwilling to take responsibility for any of his mistakes, and that's a failure in leadership. DeSantis, who's trailing Trump in 2024 polls, not taking any direct jabs at the former president last night when he spoke. But like I said, Trump is still currently speaking, so we'll continue to monitor anything he says tonight.
Yeah, we do appreciate the live update. Evyn Moon in D.C., thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.